The elaboration likelihood model proposes two basic routes to persuasion. The central route, or central processing, involves cognitive elaboration. This means to truly think about the content of the message, reflecting on the ideas and information contained in it, and really scrutinizing the evidence and logic presented. The peripheral route, or peripheral processing, involves focusing on cues which aren't directly related to the substance of the message. For example, this can include focusing on an individual's attractiveness, or the sheer quantity of somebody's arguments, or focusing on a catchy jingle to help you make your decisions. Let's take a look at an example. When going out to purchase a vehicle, some people fall in love with the idea of a car. Commercials, for example, might advertise this car as a family car, or a car that'll go on adventures with you and journeys with you. And the music in the background might be heartwarming or adventurous, really wanting you to purchase this car. And on top of all this, the car is beautifully looking. If these are your motivators to purchase this vehicle, then you'll be using peripheral processing. On the other hand, if you look into the specs of the car, the leg and arm space you'll have if you purchase this car, the quality of the engine and the manufacturer, if you take a look at gas consumption and cost of insurance, you'll be using central processing. These two routes represent ends of an elaboration continuum. On the one end, a person engages in no or very low elaboration, while on the other end, a person engages in very high elaboration. The authors of this model propose the possibility of parallel processing, that is, using both routes at once. For example, when considering the credibility of a website, you might judge the look and layout of the site, which is peripheral processing, and the actual content of the website, which is central processing. However, we generally tend to favor one route over the other. Which route we emphasize is dependent on two basic factors. First, a person's motivation to engage in central processing. Because it requires more mental effort, a person with greater motivation is more likely to use central processing. This means that the individual has high involvement with the topic or issue, meaning it matters to them and it affects them personally. A person with low involvement will be less likely to use central processing and likely resort to using peripheral processing. The second factor is an individual's ability to process information. A person must not only be willing, but also able to engage in central processing. Some people are more adept at grasping ideas, understanding concepts, and making sense of things. And some people have more knowledge and expertise in some areas compared to others. So, we're more likely to process information through central processing if we are both willing and able to do so. Research has found that persuasion through central processing tends to be more long-lasting versus the peripheral route, which is more short-lived. There are a number of other factors that may tilt the balance between someone using central or peripheral processing. For example, a person's need for cognition, which has to do with how much we enjoy thinking about things, will also play a role in determining whether we use central or peripheral processing. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.